Next question. Rob from the UK. Hi, both. Absolutely love your podcast and listen every week without fail. Quick question for Dutch. What's the worst gimmick that a wrestler has been given or created, but still managed to get it over despite how bad it was? Many thanks.
Well, I don't really have a gimmick in mind that I can just pop off the top of my head. But I'll tell you a guy that you could, and you've seen this guy. His name is Sandow. What's his first name? Damien.
Damien.
Damien Sandow. I don't care what you gave him. If you say, take this gimmick and I want you to work with it, and he'd work with it, and he'd come back and he'd have something, whether it was a comedy gimmick, a stupid gimmick, he'd make it even stupider. But it would be something that you could watch and enjoy. I still remember the time that he did. Was he doing the second for Cody?
It was I think Cody was doing a second for him, and then there was the Miz as well.
Yes, and he'd do the same move they did.
Yeah,
or something. But he made it. If you really think about it, it's about as stupid could be. But he made it work. Now, long term, I don't know if he could have made it work, but he made it work for the month he had it. So, and I love that guy. I love his talent. I love his creativity. Did you watch any of the Billy Corgan stuff out of Atlanta?
No.
Where he managed Question Mark?
No.
You
broke this guy into the business, didn't you, the Question Mark?
Yes, Question Mark. And I watched it. I was fascinated by it because they made him up a whole story. He was Question Mark from Moldavia. They even had a Moldavian flag, and they had a Moldavian like anthem they would sing. And the Question Mark, he managed him, and he would do anything. And the guy, I trained the guy. His name is Joseph. I trained him, and he found Sandow, and Sandow, they started, and he was a creative guy too. And they started throwing this idea around. And finally, they let Billy see it. And it was just interesting enough that Billy loved it, put it on TV. And I didn't see a lot of their TV, but I saw the Question Mark. Tremendous. It was actually brilliant. And I wish I'd have come up with it, but I didn't. But Sandow, you'd have to almost have Sandow there because the way he like narrated whatever was happening, and he'd read off a scroll, and it was very, very, very good, very, very creative, and very enjoyable to watch. So talk about, they've been a lot of bad gimmicks, but most bad gimmicks don't get over. I don't care how much you work at it.